Hi, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the second day of the GastroTech conference. I'm Nuria Oliver, and I'm Scientific Director here at Telefonica Digital. And this is Balachandar Krishnamurthy from AT&T Research, and we will be both hosting the set of talks that we have today. The name of the second day is Food for Thought, and we are really excited to have a remarkable set of speakers from everywhere in the world and from very different backgrounds sharing with us their passion and their research on food and technology. So I think it's going to be a very interesting and intellectually stimulating day today. And we're just going to go very quickly over the program and a couple of the logistical details before we start with the first talk. So this is the program. And we have a few sessions and a keynote talk. So the first session will cover talks related to food and social. And the first talk will actually be by Bala on gastronomy and social networks. Then Kenton O'Hara will give a talk on shared cooking and shared eating. And Pilar Opazo and Ramon Sangüesa, I guess Pilar will be the speaker, will share with us her research on studying El Bulli, which she's been doing for the past few months or a year. After the first session, we'll have a keynote by Johanna Blakely on food innovation and intellectual property rights, and then we have a coffee break. Then we have the second session on food genomics and data mining, a talk on food hacking and food genome by Powell, ingredients, flavors, and data mining. I actually don't know who the speaker, there's two authors, I'm not sure who the speaker for this talk is going to be. Okay, so are you unheard? Yeah. Okay. You'll both give the talk?
Both
okay, great. And then the last talk in the morning will be Rating of Restaurants 2.0, What Do Reviews Tell, by Roleke from Yahoo Research. Then we have a lunch break. It's a short break. In the program, it says it's 1 hour, but we can make it up to 1 hour and 15 minutes and make the break in the afternoon shorter because it's a very short time for lunch otherwise. The first session—
When do they go for lunch?
Yeah, I'll have it later. The first session in the afternoon will be on food technologies. The first talk will be by Jerry Sinclair on Super Mario's Mushrooms, the role of food in video games. Then we'll have food and computer science, and Transforming Dining Through Technology-Induced Perceptions and Proustian Invoked Memories by Yvonne Rogers. That's a really long title. Then we have a short break. So this break will be 15 minutes instead of half an hour, so we have a little bit more time for lunch. And then the last session of the day will be on trends. So trends in food and technology by Ariane from Telefonica Digital. Trends in aesthetics, art, and cooking by some researchers from the University of Barcelona. And finally, mobile marketing with food and drinks by Jern from Golden Gecko. And then we don't really have a lot, the closing will just be like a 5-minute sort of like thank you note to everybody. In terms of the logistics, the coffee break at 11, there will be coffee at the outside of the auditorium. And we obviously encourage all of you to talk to each other and to try to get to know the speakers better or ask further questions to the speakers because we have a pretty tight schedule, so there might not be a lot of time for questions. As I mentioned, we'll make the lunch break a little bit longer than an hour and 15 minutes. And I tried to plot here, this is our building, and here are the different locations of restaurants to go for lunch that are very nearby. This is here in this, almost right across the street from the building, there is a very big mall that has a food court with many, many restaurant options on the 3rd floor, and that's pretty quick. And then there is a few hotels nearby that also have restaurants with menu of the day, which is also fairly fast. So in terms of options, there are many options, and I think it's doable to eat in 1 hour and 15 minutes. It will just be sort of like a quick lunch. We have another break. It will be at 3:45 instead of 3:30 to allow for more time for lunch. And this break will just be a very quick 15-minute break for people to just, take a little break, go to the bathroom, and so forth. In terms of the format of the talks, there will be 30-minute slots for each speaker. which is 25 minutes for the talk and 5 minutes for questions. So Bala and I will take turns introducing the speakers in the different sessions, and we will give the speakers a notice when there's 5 minutes left and when there is probably 1 minute left. So speakers, just pay attention to either Bala and me when you're giving your talk to keep track of time. And this is all I have. I don't know if you want to say anything, Bala?
No, I'm fine.